whatever we want to talk about, we're going to talk about it. What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of E4 Explicit Podcast. I'm Corey, and this is Antony Davies, a professor, and I will let you kind of tell me your background.
I'm an associate professor of economics at Duquesne University and the Milton Friedman Distinguished Scholar at the Foundation for Economic Education.
I probably will never even see Social Security,
yep.
Which is, so what would happen? Not that I guess my taxes come out and I pay for Social Security. I'll never see that. What does that mean for like us or me or, you know what I mean? Like the individual.
Right. So we're shifting gears now. We'll talk about Social Security. One of the problem here is when Social Security was first instituted, we had something like, I don't know what the number was, but it was something in the order of 10 or 15 workers for every retiree who was drawing out Social Security.
Interesting.
And over time, that declines because we're having fewer babies, and now you've got more, and we're living longer, so you have more retirees, fewer workers. And the break even is approximately 3 to 1. So 3 workers for every 1 Social Security recipient, and that's sustainable.
Yeah.
Right now, I believe we're at something like 2.2 or 2.5, so we're below the sustainable level. And so what happens, of course, you talk about not getting Social Security. Yeah, you probably won't. I might get something, right? And Social Security Board of Trustees has said things like, well, if you want Social Security to continue, you're going to have to do one or two, or a combination of two things. One is increase payroll taxes 20%. The other is cut Social Security benefits 20%. And you can imagine neither one of those is...
that's happening.
Nobody wants either one of those things, right? But the alternative is Social Security goes bankrupt, which is where it's headed.
Yeah.
Now, the interesting thing about this is the rate of return on Social Security is abysmal. So if you do the math and you say something like, over the course of my career, I pay in so much in Social Security taxes, and then when I retire, I should draw out, at least under the current rules, a certain amount.
Sure. And
you can do the mathematics and figure out, in effect, what the rate of return is on that. So you think about your Social Security taxes as an investment, and what comes out when you retire, that's the return. Well, the rate of return on Social Security is around 1/3 of 1% above inflation.
So nothing.
Yeah, it's basically zero. It's horrible. And there's an interesting subnote here, which is that it's actually worse for minority populations and for men versus women because of differences in longevity. There is, in effect, a 100% death tax on Social Security. You can pay in your whole working career, and at age 65, you retire, and if you die one day later, all the benefits you would have received, gone.
Gone, yeah.
Yeah. So when you realize that, you realize the longer you live, the more you'll pull out.
Sure.
So it turns out, if you do the math, the average black male can expect a rate of return of somewhere around -1%, so 1% below inflation.
Jesus.
Yeah, the average white male, I believe, is at -1/3%. The average white female is like 1.5 or whatever it is. But the numbers are all low. So here's the thing. We can actually put that to our advantage. And you put it to our advantage by doing something like the following. You say to all the young people out there, so you're college age, you're getting ready to enter the workforce, you just entered the workforce, and we say to you, you're going to pay into Social Security until your age, and you have to do the math, but the number's about age 40, 45. You pay in until you're about, let's say, 45, age 45. And at age 45, from that point forward, you never pay another dime of Social Security taxes. But in return, you don't get any Social Security benefits when you retire. Now, people wig out saying, oh my God, I'm going to get no Social Security benefits. But consider, if you don't have to pay in any Social Security taxes from age 45 onward, that's an extra, whatever it is, 10%, 12%, that you'll get on your paycheck because that was going to Social Security, now it comes to you. You can invest it privately in a IRA or a 401k. Yes. And if you're concerned that these things are risky, you can invest it into treasury bills, which are the exact same thing that Social Security invests in. And you'll get a higher rate of return by far.
By far than that.
Yeah. So much so that you're actually better off taking this deal of saying, fine, I'm going to walk away. I'll take no benefits, but don't tax me anymore. And if you enact a plan like that, what you do is you create this moving window of people who are no longer on Social Security. So by the time those currently college-age kids reach age 65, there's nobody left on Social Security.
Yeah.
You phased the whole thing out.
Interesting. And then it wouldn't go bankrupt.
Yeah, well,
either.
yeah. In that sense, yeah, that's correct. You would phase the thing out. It would go bankrupt between now and then, but you can borrow or something because the thing's phasing out.
Yeah.
And it's going to become less and less of a problem. But you've gotten rid of the thing at the same time, not harming anybody who would have been involved with the system.
And you're probably benefiting them more than you would
Yeah.
if you just let it go.
Yeah. But is that going to happen? No, it's not going to happen. Why? Because, again, politicians, their goal is to get elected. And how do they get elected? By pleasing people. And, what are they going to do? People are going to say, well, no, I don't like this. And
Scary.
so,
Yeah.
I'm not going to vote for you, despite the fact that it's a good thing.